welcome to the new versions of the GSC workouts. Workouts are always evolving, always changing, so I'm incorporating in the tension phase of my push chain workouts, chest, shoulders, and triceps, more of the overcoming isometrics. Why? Because I'm finding they're way better at improving tension control, stability, they're pre-exhaustion. I mean, there's a million reasons why I think these are much better than the classic exercises that I was showing in previous videos. So we have my ISO sheet here. I'm also working on getting something that's more of a strap system. That'll be coming in the next week or so. But for now, we've got the handles here, elbows at about 90 degrees, maybe a little more or less, whatever. And then driving in and forward for about 10 seconds. Making sure to breathe and release. You're not trying to push out. Remember, your chest pulls things in, so you want to feel like you're driving everything inwards. So get a couple sets here. Make sure to breathe. Push, push, and release. Very good, especially if you're doing more progressive push-ups with your hands are underneath your chest. You want to get very comfortable with driving your hands in closer to each other. So I'm almost having a bit of an inward angle like this rather than straight on out. And release. And then for a little bit of chest focus, we can take the bar here, barbell, body weight master, whatever. Place the hands about shoulder width apart, or wherever you feel comfortable with. Remember, experiment and play with what feels best for you. There's no direct right or wrong way to do this, but we're gonna grab on and basically try to drive the hands inwards. Shoulders are down away from the ears. If the elbows are up and your shoulders are up, you're gonna get it more in your biceps and in your deltoids, which is fine if that's what you're here for, but we're trying to go down and in to light up the chest. Once again, holding for about 5 or 10 seconds. We're just trying to wake up the muscles and relax. This isn't supposed to be, the meat of the workout. We're just waking things up, getting those neural circuits turned on. And on. And done. All right, and now we'll go over the triceps. That's very simple enough. We're gonna take our hands, fists on the bar like so, and drive like down. It's kind of like a tricep extension. It's easier to make the muscles work hard if the elbows are back and the hands are close to the torso. If you're like out here, it's more in the back and you kind of feel like you're pulling yourself forward. So you keep yourself close to the bar, down and into the triceps. You can experiment with various heights too. You might feel better getting the elbows a little more bent or a little straighter. The whole point is to feel the muscle working and to wake it up, to get it to engage. And when you're starting with this sort of thing, don't worry if you don't feel it very much. In fact, if you don't feel it very much, that's a very good sign that this is all the more important, because that means that your tension control and your neuromuscular proficiency is fairly weak, which means that no matter what you do in your training, it's not going to be very effective. You can do any exercise, any routine, any intensity, work as hard as you can, you'll never get much out of it. So if you practice this just a little bit, and that's the great thing about overcoming isometrics, is they train your neuromuscular proficiency very quick. I've only been doing it for like a week or so, and I've already noticed a hell of a difference in both my ability to engage my muscles and in the actual workouts. 3, 2, and 1. And you just do it however you feel like. It's not, again, don't worry about the details too much. Just get them on, turn them on, work them, and then we will move on into the stability phase. All right, of course, phase 2, the stability phase in the GSC system. One of the neat things I'm finding too is those overcoming isometrics do a lot to improve your stability. So you may even find that the stability phase isn't all that important once you become more proficient in that. Nevertheless, I do feel like the shifting work is beneficial, more just for learning to control and improve your mobility. Back and forth, shifting, improving tension control in the chest. Basically, think of the first phase is you improve tension control. Then the shifting phase is you improve how you use that tension control. There we go. That feels pretty good. All right, grind phase. What are we feeling like today? Well, let's get a bit of an archer push-up again. Already, like just putting my weight on this arm, I can just feel the chest working so much more. Not just hard, but complete tension throughout the entire pectoral muscle. My tricep, my shoulder, like everything's working so much more effectively because of those overcoming isometrics. Oh yeah. It's amazing what you can do in just a week with that stuff. It's so refreshing because, you know, mind muscle connection, that used to be one of those things that tension control, it's like, oh, it takes so long to improve, it takes months. That overcoming isometric, it's like, yeah, it'll improve it in a matter of days. Or even minutes. Like I've been working with people over the past week incorporating that, and they'll go from shaky type of technique, do a set of the overcoming isometrics, and it's better the next set. Like 5 minutes later, they're better. It's not something that they need to use and improve on over the course of a long period of time. Good. All right. Now this is set 3. Unfortunately, set 2, the camera did not turn on. I thought I hit record, but I guess not. So it looks like set 2 to you, but it's set 3 for me. So screw in that arm in as tight as you can. Whew. Oh yeah, feels so good. Pause at the bottom. Improves the tension control and strength. You know, listening to a podcast with Steve Maxwell on it, you know, the man really understands his principles. The whole point of this is to make your muscles work hard. The sets, the reps, the exercises you do, I mean, all that's little details. It's not trivial, but it doesn't matter nearly as much as we think it does. Your muscles only know 2 variables. They know time and they know tension. And that's all you got to work with, really. Everything you do, the technique you use, the speed, putting a pause there, it's just changing those 2 variables. So 4 repetitions, 8 repetitions. If the time and the tension's the same, the stimulus is the same. Very satisfying. And then finally we'll get some good old-fashioned bar dips. Going with the bar dips today, just because I feel like it, but also just because a little more stable, easier technique means I can get a little bit more repetitions than if I did them on like rings or straps. So, sometimes you feel like straps, sometimes you feel like bars. Whatever. Yep. Oh yeah. These are night and day different from where they were just a week ago. Squeeze in as you drive up. Don't let the elbows flare out. There we go. Save a couple reps in the tank. All right, that felt so good. I think I'm gonna do it again. Again, just because I feel like it. You know, when it comes to grind style, like we've got our standard format, but there's a lot of room for flexibility and creativity within that format. It's not, you know, do everything by the book every workout. Oh boy, yep, nearing the end. Muscles are just about done. There's a good place to stop right there. So if you want to learn more about my grind style calisthenics method, check out the book I've got on Amazon. Description's down, or link is down below in the description. And also if you want to learn more about my findings on isometric training, check out these videos here. Thank you very much for watching. Be fit, live free.